What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about biblical prophecy that is unfolding before our very eyes. Let us begin. 5 red heifers arrived from Texas on Thursday to a ceremonious welcome at an Israeli airport. The cows have been inspected by rabbis and approved by rabbis and were found to be red and unblemished, which means they are ritually pure for sacrifice as stipulated under the law of Moses. In order for someone following Mosaic law to become ritually pure, the ashes of a red heifer are required. What does this mean, and how does it relate to you and me? The Dome of the Rock, which is currently an Islamic shrine, is located directly on the Temple Mount where the Holy Temple once stood. This is why there is a constant conflict in the land of Jerusalem, because all 3 of the major faiths claim that this is the Holy Land. The Second Temple, which was built by Herod the Great, was destroyed by the Romans in 70 AD after the Jewish people fought to keep the temple pure from Roman idolatry. One remnant of the temple remains, and this remnant is known as the Wailing Wall, or the Western Wall. The Wailing Wall is located below the Temple Mount and is the traditional place where Jews gather to pray. Throughout almost 2,000 years of exile, the Jewish people yearned to return to Israel and to build the Third Temple in Jerusalem and restore the temple service. For those that don't know, the rebuilding of the Third Temple is an extremely prophetic event that takes place during the end of days. 3 times a day, observant Jews pray, "May the Holy Temple be rebuilt speedily and in our day." Although Jewish people have always lived in the Holy Land, it really didn't happen until after the Holocaust. After the Holocaust happened, there was a great regathering of the holy people back to the Holy Land. And this gathering has taken place from all 4 corners of the earth. In 1948, the Jewish nation was prophetically reborn. Isaiah 11:12 says, "He will raise a banner for the nations and gather the exiles of Israel. He will assemble the scattered people of Judah from the 4 quarters of the earth." This is happening before our eyes. After the Holocaust, all of the Jews from all around the world started coming back to the Holy Land. This is prophetic. This is biblical prophecy. Today, many of the preparations for the Third Temple have already been completed, including the sacred worship vessels and priestly garments to be worn by the Levites in the temple services. As well, over 500 Jewish men descended from the tribe of Levi has been trained as temple priests to fulfill their duties of worship and sacrifice in the temple. That is crazy to me. They're basically going back to Old Testament law, because we know that the modern day Jews don't believe in the New Testament. They don't believe that Jesus has came to earth already. They just don't believe that. They're still stuck in the old law. But the temple service cannot begin until the red heifers arrive. What does a cow have to do with the rebuilding of the Third Temple? What's the importance of a cow? The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "This is a requirement of the law that the Lord has commanded. Tell the Israelites to bring you a red heifer without defect or blemish, and that has never been under a yoke. This will be a lasting ordinance both for the Israelites and for the aliens living among them." God's word states that only the red heifer can restore the biblical purity needed to rebuild the temple. Then Eliezer, I could be pronouncing that wrong. Then Eliezer, the priest, is to take some of its red heifer blood on his finger and sprinkle it 7 times toward the front of the tent of meeting. An unblemished, pure red heifer is the key ingredient to temple worship. The rabbis consider the red heifer one of the greatest mysteries of the Torah. Even they wonder how it's possible that the ashes of a sacrificial animal can purify them from sin and from defilement. In simpler terms, for those that are still watching and they're like, "Will, I have no idea what you're talking about," this is for you. To meet the requirements of the Old Testament law, a red heifer is needed to help accomplish the purification from sin. Specifically, the ashes of a red heifer are needed. The red heifer is a reddish-brown cow, probably at least 2 years old. It is to be without defect or blemish and to have never borne a yoke. The sacrifice of the red heifer was unique in the law in that it used a female animal. It was sacrificed away from the entrance to the tabernacle, and it was the only sacrifice in which the color of the animal was specified. In conclusion, these red heifers from Texas could be the fulfillment of that Old Testament law that the Jews are still trying to do. We already know that Jesus is the fulfillment of the law. Jesus is the beginning and the end, the Alpha and Omega. He is it. But again, modern day Jews don't understand that Jesus has already came. They believe that he is coming. We believe that he is coming again. But I hope that we are all looking out for the rapture, or if you don't believe in the rapture, I hope that we are all looking out for the second coming of Christ. Whatever you believe, we do believe that Christ is returning. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with other people that don't know anything about biblical prophecy. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Peace.